Hello, how's it going? Welcome to a brand new video on F1 Manager 2024. This is another part of our Road to Glory career mode with Lotus F1. And today we have got the British Grand Prix. It is our home race, and of course that means we have a very special livery, and you can sort of see the style I'm going for by the driver attires there. I'm really excited. Hopefully you guys are too. Make sure you do give it a big thumbs up down below if you are enjoying the series so far and want to see more. So, yeah, looking forward to getting into the British Grand Prix. We've been fairly competitive recently. We have got a few upgrades coming. I'm not sure whether they will be on the car ready for this Grand Prix, but without further ado, let's get ourselves immersed into the action and we can find out. But it would be absolutely amazing if we could hit 100 likes for this British Grand Prix special. Our home Grand Prix. That would be absolutely amazing. So do hit the like button, even if you don't normally. That would be really amazing. So yeah, thank you very much. Now, anyway, let's move on. Let's reveal what the car will look like this weekend. And you can see we've gone for a British flag design idea. We've gone for the royal blue with the white and red streaks. I really love this car, and because you know one of the options was of course GBF1, and that's what I did in the preview videos and all of that. I think you know it's nice to have a very special livery for the British Grand Prix, and very different to our normal colours. But yeah, hopefully you guys like it. I certainly like it anyway. You know, so even if you guys don't, tough, I do like it. But there you go. There is Nico Hülkenberg looking loud and proud, ready for the British Grand Prix. Everything else is staying the same there. Of course. Right. So, first things first, we need to install a replacement chassis on the car there. That looks good. In terms of the powertrain, we're all good as well. Now, Mick Schumacher is going to have to go back to the original chassis because we don't have enough of them. That's fine. We can install a replacement rear wing as well. And we can manufacture a couple of those ready for the next race. I do just want to check everything though in the warehouse and see where we're up to. So yeah, sorry about that. In terms of well, let's see, what are we currently manufacturing? On the manufacturing, we are manufacturing our new chassis. That will not be ready for the next race. We have got a couple of research projects coming in. Okay, so we've got 2.4 million. It's not a lot of money. So we've got chassis number 3 in development already. Front wing number 2 is fine. Rear wing number 2 we could probably do with a couple more of them. Side pods number 2 were fine. Underfloor, we do need to get that manufactured. And then we've got the suspension number 2 is fine. So underfloor number 2, we are going to try and get those on the car. If we were to rush it, that would cost us all of our money essentially. I'm thinking we could rush 2 of them through so that that's ready for the Hungarian race. Yeah, let's rush those 2 through. That's fine. Yeah, and then we can sort the rest later on. In terms of our monthly stuff, lots of people were a bit upset at how we were doing it last time. So I'm just going to stick with how we've done it in the past, I think. You know, in terms of pit stop time, you probably want to get that as low down as possible, and you don't really want your chance of mistake going too high. We certainly don't want them exhausted through the weekend, so I am tempted to give them a bit more rest as a result. But yeah, as I say, you know, lots of people do have their own opinions on stuff, and you know, I am trying to listen to people, but you can't please everybody. So yeah, we're just gonna stick with that. We want our chance of mistake going down quite a bit during the Belgian Grand Prix weekend. That all looks good to me. Okay, let's move on then. And as I say, research projects coming in nicely. Front wing and rear wing sorted out. So we do have 1.2 million, so we can afford one upgrade. We've got chassis number 3. We've got underfloor number 3. It might just be that we want to do some research instead on an underfloor, I reckon. And then we'll do another. We'll do one after the British Grand Prix. So yeah, we want to reduce the drag as much as possible, don't we? That looks good to me. Get 3 people working on that. That's going to... or 4. Well, we'll get 4 people working on it. That's going to cost us £1 million. That's virtually took us out of money now. Until after this weekend. Hopefully we can have a positive result. Oh dear. Hulkenberg drops to 81 rated. Nothing that you can really do to stop that decline. He will just continuously decline now. Which is a shame. We have put in an offer for him. He should hopefully be able to do another season at least, but then probably after next season we'll need to replace him because Schumacher will have overtaken him. Let's just double check all of the cars then. Yeah, obviously, you know, we are going to have to go with a sort of second spec car with the chassis, so Schumacher will be a little bit slower this weekend, and we're just going to have to accept that. It might be a good weekend to take a grid penalty, but actually that's going to cost us £2.5 million. So, yeah. It's just one of those things, isn't it? You know, we haven't got the money, and that's okay. And that, you know, we set this up to be as hard as possible for us, so that is to be expected. Right, Hulkenberg. I'm going to say he's going to finish 13th this weekend. Mick Schumacher, he's going to finish at 17th, I think. And that would give us nearly £1 million if we can match that target. But yes, looking forward to it. Let's see how we get on.
And come on in to the home of British motor racing. We're here in legendary Silverstone, where the very first Formula 1 World Championship Grand Prix was held back in 1950. It's a place where every tuft of grass breathes motorsport, and the crowd are already crackling with excitement.
Red Bull have outscored their rivals to be at the top of the constructors' table right now. And as the final round begins, what a season it's been.
Now let's get the weekend underway.
Okay, let's get ourselves into the weekend then. I'm looking forward to it, and I'll see you guys in qualifying.
Our weekend continues with qualifying, as the drivers fight it out for a strong grid position.
The high-speed corners at Silverstone are a great challenge for the cars and drivers. The technical Sector 1 rewards strong mechanical grip, while high-speed aerodynamic efficiency will come into play in the final 2 sectors.
If we turn our attention to Pierre Gasly for a minute, Karun, how's he going to be feeling as qualifying approaches?
They weren't as quick as I expected them to be in practice. They'll want to land better lap times than that today to earn a solid position on the starting grid.
Well, it's almost here. Qualifying coming up soon.
Right, okay then, let's get ourselves into qualifying. Again, we need to switch out the engine parts. We have been using the old parts in practice, and it's been working well so far. Nico Hülkenberg's setup is looking decent. It could be better. Definitely could be better, but yeah, we're you know, just trying to be a little bit careful, not to mess around too much, but hopefully that'll give him a good one. It's very frustrating that the ERS with more durability is the one that's got the mechanical fault. That is a real annoyance. Can't really do that. Let's just revert that setup. And we'll move the toe in. Probably manage that. That looks okay. Okay, let's get ourselves into qualifying then. It should be a comfortable run into Q2.
That should be the green light.
But there it is, and I think the car looks beautiful, personally. Out in the daylight there. Yeah, I think it really does give the impression of a British flag, and that's what we're going for. Look at that. Absolute beauty. Okay, so let's see how we get on in this session. We'll ride on board with Nico Hülkenberg then. We'll see what he can pull off on this lap of Silverstone. It does look like he's fine through the first couple of sectors for traffic. He's coming down, and that's a 25.6 first sector. Let's keep an eye on Mick Schumacher. He comes through to 26.1, so a long way off is Mick Schumacher, which is what we're expecting this weekend, because he's using a previous spec of chassis on the car. Through the middle sector, he goes 38.6 for Hülkenberg, 38.7 for Schumacher. So here he comes then, Nico Hülkenberg flying around the final corner. He heads up to the line, and it's a nice 128.6. What can Mick Schumacher produce here as he comes over the line? It's going to be in the 29s. It's a 129.8, so he's a long way off his teammate. Carlos Sainz only 7/10 quicker than Hülkenberg, which I think is a pretty decent achievement for us, at least. I think let's send them out there straight away once again. On the scrubs, try and get a little improvement there before we put them out there on new soft tyres. Annoyingly, Hülkenberg losing time in that first sector.
We are in P10.
It's quicker in the second sector and third sector.
You're currently P15.
But because of the traffic in sector 1, didn't get our improved lap there. But tyre wear is going to be a real issue this weekend. And we know that. So Mick Schumacher's going to head out after this RB. And we've got Bottas in front. That should be okay for Hülkenberg, so this could work out quite nicely. So let's ride on board with Nico Hülkenberg. Is he going to be able to put in a good enough lap here to get through to Q2? I don't think Schumacher's going to be able to do it. It's at least a matched first sector, 25.6 quicker for Schumacher this time. 0.2 quicker, 25.7 for him as they fly through Copse Corner now. Into Maggots and Beckett. Here comes Schumacher through the middle sector. 38.0 for him there. That's pretty good. Can Hülkenberg do any better? No, it's a 39.1. And that is Hülkenberg out of qualifying, you would think. Unless he can hang on to 14th place. Where's Mick Schumacher going to file in here? He comes over the line with a 1:27.9. That puts him 12th. And that's much more representative of the sort of pace we were expecting. But I'm expecting Lance Stroll. No, he's going slowly. He's on an in-lap. The only person that can knock out or go above Hülkenberg is Ocon. So Hülkenberg is through. And Ocon's been held up. So we're all good. Ocon went 17th. And there we are then. Both cars through to Q2. That's a bit of a relief there. Has to be said, we didn't hook up our best times there. But going out in Q1, Zhou Guanyu, Pierre Gasly, Alex Albon, Logan Sargent, Lance Stroll, and Esteban Ocon. Okay, into Q2 then. And we're going to start off with scrub tyres for Hülkenberg. And some scrub tyres there for Mick Schumacher as well. I'm going to get them out there pretty much immediately.
That's great.
Let's get that first lap time in. The scrub tyres looked like they were going to be our best laps before. And he is getting a nice little tow from his teammate here, Hülkenberg. So Schumacher's going to head up to the line. It's not a great lap time. 28.0 for Hülkenberg. That's better than what he managed in Q1.
In terms of position, you're P4 right now.
So
Good lap.
brand
Okay,
new
press
tyres
the
on the
box now.
car.
Yeah.
Ready for our final run. Hülkenberg currently 11th. You'd expect Ricciardo will go above him, as will Russell. Got a fairly nice run. I'm going to wait until that Mercedes has gone past before we send Schumacher out.
Just make sure you get some brake temp.
Yeah, copy that.
And there we go, right then. I think Russell must be on a cooldown. So I think this has worked out well in terms of traffic. Let's ride on board with Nico Hülkenberg then. Can he somehow find a bit of time and get himself into Q3 here? He could well do. It's a decent first sector, 25.5. What can Schumacher produce? 25.7, that's okay. And we're going to be absolutely fine for traffic, I think. Coming through Maggots and Beckett's. Let's have a look through the middle sector split. It's a better one, 37.7. That's his best so far this weekend. Here comes Schumacher through Maggots and Beckett's. A little bit slower perhaps. 38.1, yeah. back on board with Schumacher's, with Hülkenberg as we head through the final corner then. Nico Hülkenberg up to the line. It's a 1:27.3. It puts him 12th. That's not bad. Here comes Schumacher. Can he go anywhere near his teammate? Can he get into the 1:27s? It's a 1:28.1. It puts him 14th for now. It should probably be enough to get ahead of Valtteri Bottas, you would think. Let's have a little look. Yep, they're all on in-laps. Piastri's the only one that is going to probably improve. But that's decent again from Nico Hülkenberg. And once we've got some upgrades on the car, we can maybe regularly think about getting through into the top 10 shootout. But of course, Lance Stroll qualified below. Piastri over the line. He doesn't improve. He's only 11th. Both Mercedes cars through then to the top 10. Nico Hülkenberg out in 12th. And Mick Schumacher out in 14th. It's Lando Norris that is on pole for the British Grand Prix.
"52 laps around Silverstone await our drivers as the anticipation continues to build."
Silverstone is certainly a circuit rich in Formula One history. From Giuseppe Farina winning the first championship race held here in 1950, right through to Lewis Hamilton's 2008 masterclass on racing in the rain.
Silverstone demands a lot of power from cars with numerous twists and historic turns. Downforce is going to be a key factor to manage if teams want to succeed here. It's race day and final preparations are underway.
Okay, right. Let's get into this. I mean, Hülkenberg, surely that's not going to be the quickest way to go about this. Soft, medium, that just, yeah, screams high tyre wear, doesn't it? Now let's see what we can pull off here. What if we were to go with softs for the opening stint? Let's have a little look at that. That's a 1:17.36. $1:17.33. Apparently that's going to be quicker. I can't say I believe it. But do we trust the strategy? Yeah, maybe we do. But those, yeah, that middle stint looks pretty awful, doesn't it? Yeah, quite like that. It's a bit better. Gives you a little bit of leeway on the tyres there. Now with Mick Schumacher, I think we're gonna try and do something a little bit different here. Yeah, I mean, a one stop is just not fast at all. So we're gonna go for medium, hard, soft. With him. But we might start on the soft tyres. Go soft, medium, hard. And that'll be a 1:17.42. I mean, apparently that is 13 seconds slower But, yeah. I think that's the way to go. That's the way I am going to go. Let's see. So we'll take out 1 lap of fuel from Hulkenberg. We're going to take out 2 laps of fuel from Mick Schumacher. We're going to be aggressive from the start with Nico, whereas with Mick, we are going to just take it easy. Let's get ourselves into it then. This is the British Grand Prix.
The anticipation is really building here. The fans in attendance are absolutely buzzing with excitement. And here's George Russell settling in for the race.
There's plenty to work with starting 8th. With the right calls, they could even make up a place or two.
And it looks like we're good to go. Hold on tight. It's the British Grand Prix.
Okay, lights out, so away we go. Here in Great Britain, we're going to tell Nico Hulkenberg to go and attack on this first lap. Schumacher, not so much. But there goes Nico Hulkenberg round the outside of Lewis Hamilton. Good first corner for him. And it's all going to be whether we can keep these tyres in check and stay with this crowd. If we can stay with Piastri early on, that'd be awesome. Schumacher obviously a little bit lighter on fuel out there. And we're going to give him the rarely defend and low overtake to try and get him to be a bit more consistent early on here. Now doing the same with Nico Hulkenberg, and well, a little bit wide there from George Russell as DRS is enabled. And yeah, it is going to be a bit of a DRS train, we know that. Oh, and here we go with Nico Hulkenberg. He's going to go down the inside here of George Russell. What a move for Nico Hulkenberg. And he is up into 9th place ahead of the Mercedes car. That's awesome. Schumacher, meanwhile, just losing time out there. Well, Hulkenberg still pushing hard in these first few laps. Trying to stay with these guys, but ultimately we know that this isn't our race. We'll reduce it back down to standard now. And it won't be long before the Mercedes are back past.
So what DRS? Copy.
Can we stay within a second? Just. Really not for long now. Yeah, not in DRS range now. There goes Russell straight through. Hamilton will be next. Mick Schumacher nicely ahead of Ocon, at the very least. And Kevin Magnussen is staying with us at the start of this race. Now then, just checking tyres. So Mercedes, they're pushing their tyres a little bit more. And us and McLaren. So a little bit of a different tactic for Hamilton and Russell. Time to zoom it forward a little bit. We knew Hamilton would get past. Really, we just need to try and stay ahead of K-Mag. It's our big target today. So Hulkenberg is going to be in on lap 17. A few guys out there on the with mechanical faults. Thinking, can we avoid high-risk curves with Hulkenberg, extend this stint a little bit?
Copy.
Maybe do the same with Schumacher.
Copy.
You can see the Mercedes tyres are dropping off quite significantly here.
Now's our window, Nico.
Yeah, copy that.
So we're going to push on a little bit with Nico Hulkenberg.
Mode push.
Copy.
Schumacher is going to come in this lap.
And box, box.
Copy, box.
So this is working out interestingly. There goes Mick Schumacher into the pit lane, by the way. I'll keep an eye on him. We have got some yellow flags out there.
Lots of crashes. There's some debris.
Let's have a little look at what's happened here. And it's Kevin Magnussen. Yeah, no idea what happened there.
The team glued.
Yeah, Schumacher 2.6 second pit stop. Pretty decent. He's away. It was Stroll and Magnussen. And no penalties given there. Hamilton's in, as is Russell. So double stack from the Mercedes boys. It's our time to try and overcut them. I'm going to push hard on this in lap. McLaren will easily get through. Not fighting our battle, but here we go then. Nico Hulkenberg into the pits. Hamilton and Russell have come out on hard tyres. Here comes Hülkenberg then. Needs a good stop here. It's not bad, but again, a little bit slow for Hülkenberg. And there we go. We've come out ahead of Lewis Hamilton. But there is a big undercut here to be had.
And who's
Now,
that having
we're
an
on
issue
the
in the pits?
medium tyres, so tyre differential now. You get those tyres up to speed quickly. Here come Kevin Magnussen and Bottas into the pits. Should be a decent undercut on those guys. And it is. Mick Schumacher.
Something's not gone right in the pits.
Schumacher doing well. Important, I think, for Hülkenberg to top up his ERS over the next few laps. Yeah, his tyres should keep him reasonably close to Lewis. Very much 12th place at the moment. And really, it all comes down to if some of the guys ahead retire, then that could give us an opportunity. Let's have a little look at tyres. So yeah, they're on softs. Mercedes cars, yeah, they're going quite hard on their hard tyres, which is what the plan is for Mick Schumacher a little bit later on. Yeah, you would think that Stroll is going to catch and pass us quite easily. But yeah, it is all a bit nervy out there, and I'm not sure we'll quite get the result with Mick Schumacher a long way behind. We sort of know that though, don't we? You know, we've come to accept that. Hülkenberg now starting to close in on Lewis Hamilton. Remember, Hülkenberg's still got a soft tyre run to come as well, so it's not all out of the question of grabbing a point here. And Mick Schumacher might as well avoid high-risk curbs, just to try and extend that stint a little bit. So Hülkenberg falls behind Stroll now, as does Lewis Hamilton. There's just a second between us and Lewis now.
We will totally catch them up, okay?
I'm thinking let's try and get past Lewis. Oh, Lewis is in. Lewis is in. Right. Interesting. So the hard tyre stint not lasting anywhere near as long as I think Hamilton would have wanted. 1 minute 20 behind the leader. Has Leclerc come in for 2 pit stops? No, he hasn't. So, yeah, I think we're okay on fuel.
Box, box. Coming from box. We'll catch them.
So Mick Schumacher now pushing hard.
Okay, we're out of DRS.
Yep, copy. Box.
Okay, we're okay to push. Okay to push.
Copy.
So Nico Hülkenberg is coming in this lap. And it is a big one. It's decent, 2.7. And there goes Hamilton through, but important thing is they're on medium tyres, we're on soft tyres.
13. Gap ahead is 1.4.
So, 2 seconds is the gap.
18 laps to go. 18 laps to go.
I'm wondering if that is going to be a quicker way of doing it. Yellow flags out there now. There's lots of people that could well be retiring from this race. Ricciardo's one of them. Perez, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Leclerc, they're all looking pretty rough out there. And then Hülkenberg 2.7 behind Hamilton. He is closing. And Russell has span. Well, that could be a huge moment. Just need to look after those tyres. Ricciardo now 11th place. He's dropping down with that mechanical fault. And Norris has just put in fastest lap of the race so far. Let's try and stay with Norris as long as we can. But Leclerc makes his way through as well. Bottas has overtaken Schumacher. Let's just have a little check of tyres. Maybe Schumacher could be in trouble. Safety car!
Safety car.
Safety car is out.
Keep delta positive. Keep delta positive.
Right, let's have a little look.
Keep focusing on your
What
brakes.
do we have? It's probably worth coming in and putting on some soft tyres, isn't it? Schumacher can come in and put on some soft tyres as well.
Box now to be a double stop.
Copy.
Let's get Harveston. So,
Well, yeah, right. It certainly
yeah,
looks like they've
I think
developed
it's
a
the
fault.
it was the Alpine who's had an engine failure.
Need some recharge. Understood.
And Schumacher's in. .6, that's pretty good. And Hülkenberg in now. He's well ahead of Magnussen, so this is just going to glide him up behind Lewis Hamilton. I think this could be a real genius strategy. Needs to get away, yeah. Just about did.
Oh dear, that's not a good stop.
Right. Let's conserve these tyres. So we're 13th with Hülkenberg right now. The issue we have is Russell and Ricciardo are going to come up right behind. I think we're going to be allowed to overtake the safety car.
Focus on your tires.
I think.
That is good. Copy.
Yeah, lapped cars may now pass. So we're going to...
Copy.
We should catch the back of Russell here. It's going to be close. There's Hamilton. Is safety car in this lap? It is. It's this.
Safety car in this lap.
It was that.
They're ready
It's
for a
that
start.
Sauber that's in the way. Right.
Okay, mode push. Let's see if you can find any time.
So safety car has ended now.
Okay, safety car has left the leader. Don't overtake until the line.
But we have caught the back of the pack. Brilliant. So Hülkenberg is going to go high.
You got it, dude.
And he's got essentially 4 laps to do something here. We're going to go full attack now. Going to see what he can do. Oh, virtual safety car. Straight away.
We need a backup.
I don't know what's
Now, we
happened
should be
here.
able to take a look here. Now,
It's
this is at
Magnussen.
turn 1. Cutting it so close. And the impact
And it's
on the
with his
car,
teammate,
it's quite
believe it or not. So virtual safety car now.
Keep delta positive.
Cover.
This is ridiculous. I think Hülkenberg's still going to be okay here.
Yeah, copy.
Can we grab a point here? It's all really depends on when this virtual safety car ends. It's ending now.
Mode push, mode push.
Here we go.
VSC ending.
Once again.
Okay.
Need to get past Lewis Hamilton. Now Mick Schumacher. His powertrain ERS is a high risk of fault here. But here we go. Chance now, down the inside he goes, and he is through. So Hülkenberg now up into 12th position. He's going to have George Russell down the inside of Copse Corner. What a move from Nico Hülkenberg. Now then, Daniel Ricciardo is the next car ahead, who of course has a fault. And we're going to be going on to the last lap here. But Nico Hülkenberg is right behind Daniel Ricciardo. Can we sneak a point at our home Grand Prix here? We're on to the final lap of this British Grand Prix. Lando Norris leads. Charles Leclerc is in second. Sainz is third. Verstappen is in 4th place. Then Piastri. Then Tsunoda, Perez, Alonso, Stroll. Ricciardo in 10th. We are currently 11th. We're going to have DRS here. Daniel Ricciardo will not. DRS is enabled. We're going to close in on Daniel here. but it's not quite going to be enough just yet. Wow, this is going to be very, very close for the rest of this Grand Prix. Let's ride in the eyes of Nico Hülkenberg. Can he steal a point from Daniel Ricciardo? He's closing in. He's closing in. Oh, it's going to be so close, but can't quite manage it. Just double checking. Yep, we are on high. They're side by side going into Maggots and Begets. Look at this, side by side. Hülkenberg still behind though.
DRS is currently disabled.
Now then,
DRS is currently disabled.
DRS, ERS. This is huge. How's Ricciardo got DRS? He's cheating. There's no way Ricciardo should have DRS there. Well, we've been absolutely robbed, I think. Over the line, 10th place for Ricciardo. It's a brilliant 11th for Hülkenberg.
Let's make the most of it.
Well, what a shame.
Now we'll come around.
What a shame. Schumacher's going to come over the line in 14th place. He's done an awesome job.
Good
And
job,
well,
very tricky race.
it's a real shame there in the end. But a quick look at the final overtake there was for Mick Schumacher. And he went round the outside of Bottas. I mean, it was side by side, wasn't it? Yeah, it was because Ricciardo was behind Hülkenberg going into the DRS zone. That's why we couldn't get close. So he wasn't cheating. But yeah, Hülkenberg was ahead. And, well, that's an opportunity missed. We could have had a point there. We could have had a point. But never mind. Never mind. It was a great result.
After a challenging race.
A 14th place finish today, no points and lots to think about.
Lando Norris certainly loves a podium, heading up there now to celebrate again.
And Lando Norris wins.
Has to leave them and the team feeling confident.
And, well, McLaren, is that 3 in a row McLaren have won now?
Britain, but our podium finishers won't be celebrating with a cup of tea tonight. They'll be staying true to Formula One tradition. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
They didn't do too badly today. A pretty respectable outcome as far as they'll be concerned. But they need to keep pushing. They can't afford to sit back.
And here in Silverstone, the weekend now draws to a close.
Next round, we're moving on to an exhilarating circuit. Formula One will be taking to the Hungaroring for the Hungarian Grand Prix.
Well, there you go then. Very, very exciting race. A shame that we didn't grab the point in the end, finishing just half a second behind Daniel Ricciardo. But another great race from Nico Hülkenberg and really showing that he is our team leader out there. Mick Schumacher, taking advantage of the late safety car to get himself back up into 14th position there. Really top quality job from him. Into the driver's standings then. Max Verstappen still leading by a long way, but Norris, Leclerc, they're coming back at him, it would have to be said. Nico Hülkenberg still 13th in the drivers. And we are still 7th in the constructors. Into the fastest pit stops then. None of our drivers featuring there. McLaren leading the way in the pit stop championship. There was the issue with loosening the tyres for Nico Hülkenberg. Luckily, it happened in that safety car period. But both drivers meet their race targets and we make nearly £1 million in that race. That is huge. That is huge for our bank balance. And there it is then. Hospitality area has been upgraded, which is fantastic for us. We have got a regulation vote, so we'll have a little look at that. And it is going to be a change to limits, and I think that we need to vote against that very much so. We cannot afford to be buying more engine parts next season. We can see lots of our parts are starting to fail, and you know that's why you might decide to go for heavier parts throughout the season, so that they don't just keep breaking down. But there you go. We've got one more race. We've got the Hungarian Grand Prix. Well, no, we've got 2 more races, haven't we, before the summer break? We've got the Hungarian Grand Prix and then the Belgian Grand Prix. We have got a couple of upgrades coming. We've obviously got the upgrade to the underfloor coming very, very shortly. And we should have one of our chassis parts done as well, which is really good. Yeah, one of our chassis parts is going to be done. One of our underfloors is going to be done. Therefore, we should be able to compete even closer at the top 10 next time out. I'm really excited for that, so hopefully you guys are too. If you've enjoyed this episode, then give it a massive thumbs up down below. Subscribe for daily F1 Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.